Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to Civilization VII, where today we continue on our quest to build ourselves a factory so we can finally begin to earn those lovely railroad tycoon points. The only thing is I do fear that even now, on turn 47 of the age, building a factory might still be a little way off because we're just not very good at science, we've not got very good research going on, and we are struggling to understand all of these very new and exciting technologies that are popping up in the modern age. It's kind of blowing our scientific minds, all of these new exciting things. So right now, we're trying to understand the secrets of industrialization. And this is quite a good one, actually. We do need to get this done because if that's finished, we can then build railway stations. And they are a prerequisite of getting factories. You have to have a railway station before you can get a factory into a settlement. So that's going to be quite good. And that means as well, we can get a little kind of rail network going on and people can travel about by train. It shall all be lovely. So that's quite good. However, that's going to take 11 turns. And then to get over here to mass production, we also need to unlock the secrets of combustion. And that's going to take 19 turns. So here we go. Maths with Penge. 11 turns and 19 turns is 30 turns. So it's going to take 30 turns to get those two things done. Plus another, 20 turns possibly at least to get mass production unlocked. So that's going to be maybe 50 turns before we can build factories, which is quite a long time. And already we're about 50 turns away through the age, and we're over a quarter of the way through in terms of age progress. So kind of running those numbers through again. And of course, running numbers through is absolutely what we do in the Geek Cupboard. We never get the numbers wrong. But I think if we kind of apply that logic through, potentially by the time we get factories up and running in about 50 turns time, we could be over 50% of the way through the age, which then doesn't leave that long left in terms of turns to actually start accruing the railroad tycoon points that we are working so hard to actually acquire in the first place. So it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation, but do you know what? It's what we've got to do. We just got to kind of plod on, I think. Now, in terms of rankings, how are people doing? Okay, so nothing going on in terms of space race. That's quite good. Nothing in terms of ideology. Oh yeah, Augustus here has got loads and loads of artifacts. He's running around the place digging everything up. Okay, so he's running around digging up people's gardens, their pets or whatever. He's digging up everything as Augustus. So he's looking pretty good for that. And over here in Railroad Tycoon, the only person off the mark is Ibn Battuta, and he's only got 18 points. Although in 50 turns, by the time we get round to getting some of these points, he will have quite a lot more than 18 points. And I imagine other people will also have started doing sort of railroad tycoon stuff. But there we go. So at the minute, it's not looking too bad. But yeah, every turn that goes by, other people are going to be researching new things and getting stuff built and everything else. So it is becoming a little bit trickier. But you know what? We shall soldier on nonetheless. Here we go. In fact, one thing that I was thinking about, possibly after we do industrialization, is it worth maybe nipping up here and researching electricity? Because that means we can build laboratories and they give you +6 science as a base. And yeah, if we build one of those in every single location, we can just throw them everywhere, just have hundreds of labs just all over the place. We might be able to get our science up a little bit. And that might possibly increase the speed that we can get combustion and mass production unlocked. And then of course, other things as well, other handy things. Is it worth doing that? I'm not entirely sure, but I think, yeah, it could be quite helpful in the long run. Okay, right. What have we got going on? Over here, let's grow you. This place here, actually, hang on. We'll go for food. We'll go for that just there. I think, given that we do have a big old pile of monies, maybe we turn this place here into a city. And then we buy lots of exciting sciencey things in here just to kind of hurry things along a bit. Maybe we should do that. Hang on, go through these things first. Okay, yep, don't want to do that. And then we've got you down here. Yes. Hang on, right, what did we do with these guys? They all got upgraded, didn't they? They all got kind of improved by by one of our great people. Okay, so now you lot need to go back to where you were, but you're a bit better at fighting now, which is quite handy. So, okay, you guys head back up to the capital. You can come to... In fact, you can stay there, maybe. You can stay just there, as can you. In fact, no, go forward a bit, actually. Go up to here. Look, there we go. So you can lurk around there. That's fine. You can go back into there. You can come back down here. And then we've got a couple of extra kind of rifle-y people. Oh, no, hang on. No, you're going over there. No, that's fine. You go there. And it's you that are just sort of hanging around. Okay, you're going up here as well. Oh, who's going over here then? Hang on, change of plans. You can go over there then, please. Abandon your plans. You can go to just here. Okay, I must have told them to do that before the end of the previous part, and I've entirely forgotten, but there we go. Right, okay, so you can now sort of go back and get stationed in these sort of settlements. Right, narrative choice. What do we have going on? A caisson creation. The technology of the steam engine spurs the development of air compressors. Using this invention, an engineer is inspired to craft a caisson to enable work below the water level. Okay, I don't know what a caisson is. Some sort of early submarine type thingamajig. So we can either expand the waterfront. That means we get one ship of the line. Okay, so we get a nice shiny boat. And to get that, we have to build a port. Okay, we can do that. We can buy one. Or do we try and get 1,200 gold by improving a coal, silver or gold resource within 10 turns? Do we have any of those around? Do we have any of those anywhere nearby at all? I don't know. I don't think we have any. Down here, over here, this place. Okay, just here, we are trying to convert Moson Kani over to become one of our settlements. So they've got coal. So if in 6 turns time, or whatever it is, 6 turns they join us, does that count as us then working that coal? Does that count? And that will give us 1,200 gold, which would be quite welcome. That'd be quite nice. We like shiny gold. We can build many things with it. Yeah, improve a coal resource within 10 turns. I don't know. Is it worth doing that? I think it might be worth doing that because a ship of the line is nice, but we don't use them that much. We're not sort of that big on boaty stuff anymore. I think a pile of money is going to be better. And if it works, brilliant. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. It's 1,200 gold that we've missed out on, but it's not terrible. So I think let's search flooded mines for riches. Let's do that, shall we? So yeah, this place will turn over to us in a little while. So maybe that'll trigger that thing. I don't know. We'll find out, possibly. We'll find out in due course. And yeah, we do want to get all these lovely things on board. And then turn that into a oh, we didn't turn that place into a city. Hang on. Sorry, Nakon Chasey. Hang on a minute. Let's get to the next turn and we shall look at all this kind of stuff. Right, you can just sort of stand around there. You can go and stand around over there. You can be on alert over there. Right, here we go. We've got a person. Our explorer is at the dig site. Okie dokie, finally. This is exciting. So, do we get to do some digging? So what have we got? Research artifacts or excavate artifact? An excavation has already begun here. Well, of course it has. Oh, somebody's beaten us to it. Oh, botherations. There was here. Yeah, there was another one. It's over here. Okay, that can be excavated by one of us. Okay, that's going to be 5 turns for us to get over there and have a look at that. And, I mean, if we don't get that, I don't know what we do. It doesn't look like there's anything there. Maybe there's a bit of a hole. It says ruin, so I assume it's just not kind of loaded the graphic in properly. But okay, we'll keep an eye on it. We shall keep an eye on it. So we'll send our person over there. The ruin has now gone. Okay, look, the ruin's not that. Okay, Augustus, I assume, has got that too. Okay, well, I think we can check possibly. Hang on, where are we? Go into there. Go into here. Augustus now has 9 artifacts. So yeah, he's just dug that one up. And I imagine that's him down on the other one. Oh, botherations. Oh, now we've got an explorer with nothing to do. Okay, do you know what, explorer? You can go exploring. You can go and have a wander about and look at some exciting things. How about, do you know what you could do? You could, I think they can go anywhere. I think they can just walk about within any borders. So I think, why don't we just uncover the middle of here? Let's go and have a look around this kind of, this mysterious middle of this continent. Because we've got no idea what's going on over here. So why not go... Yeah, go over here, look. Land over here. No, actually, land over here, look. Land over here and just, I don't know, have a little look around. Oh, they've got lots of... They've got lots of... I was going to say roundabouts. But yeah, train roundabouts. Track roundabouts. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Very exciting. Right. what are we doing here? So cultural exchange. Oh, that is quite tempting. That is quite tempting. Do you know what? Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it, please. More culture. Can we do a science one, please? Would anybody like to do a science exchange with us? Right. And then back over here we go to this place. Right, okay, how about then we convert you to a city for 750 of our monies. Okay, so 143 science. Boop. Okay, what can we now do to improve science? We've got a schoolhouse for nearly 2,000 money, but that's okay because that's why we've got the money. So what's the most we can get? 7, was it? Yes, okay. And it was just there. Okay, so put a schoolhouse there. 143 science up to... Where's the little marker thing going on here? It's done 143 science. We've got another resource. Where's the... This does happen occasionally in Civ 7. From time to time, the little marker goes away. There we go. It's still on 143. So, oh no, we didn't buy. Hang on a minute. No, purchase. Build the schoolhouse just there, please. Yeah, pop it in like that. Right, so now 151 science. Okie dokie, it's a little bit better. And then we'll buy... Let's buy these little things here. We'll buy the brickyards and the saw pits and things because these are just easy things. That can go with the stone cutter. We shall buy you... I mean, is it worth doing a brickyard and a saw pit? I kind of think maybe do a military academy. That is a big chunk of our money, but then it means that place can build things quicker in the future. Joe, yeah, we'll get you a military academy. We shall buy one of those and we'll put it, for maximum effect, just there next to the schoolhouse. Why not, eh? So, boop, there we go. Now they can build things a bit quicker. So, yeah, how about you work on a grocer to increase your growth speed? 11 food everywhere. Pop it. I don't know, over there. That'll do. Put it just there. Splendid. And then, yeah, we'll keep the rest of our money that comes in to do the same thing when that becomes one of our towns. We shall promote it to become a city and then buy all the exciting things and just try and make it a little bit more effective. Okay, modernisation is unlocked. That's all very good. Let's go and pick a new civic. I think maybe. Let's go to, what does that get us? Explorers can use the excavate artifact action on or adjacent to natural wonders. Each player can do this once per natural wonder. Oh! So they can go and stand next to natural wonders and just dig something up from around them. And we can do it... so it doesn't matter if the other civs have got there first because we can do it once per player per natural wonder. Oh, that might be quite fun. And also, it makes our explorers have further sight range, so I can see more stuff. Joe, yeah, we'll go for that. Let's master natural history, please. That sounds like quite a handy thing. What have we got over here? Okay, nothing much happening just there. That's fine. Okay, let's grow you. Where can we get the most out of you? A point of production would probably not be a bad thing. So pop that in like that. Thank you. And Axum, the former capital. You can work on a museum. 7. Yeah, there we go. Over the bath. There we go. Lovely. And over... that infantry's arrived back over there. Splendid. Quest time is running out. 5 turns remaining. Okay, how long until you guys join us? Potentially next turn or maybe the turn after. I'm not entirely sure. But okay, we shall keep an eye on this and just see what happens. Do we still get the rare metals from you? Do we still get that from you? Because we get rare metals because we are, or now were, your Suzerain, but now you are not. Okay, so the Shoshone have been defeated because they've joined us. Friedrich has completed Doi Sutet, which I think is the wonder that we get the boost to building, but of course we're never going to get to wonders first because the AI are just much better at that than we are. There we go. Okay, grow the town. Over here. Right, let's go. Do we need to secure anything from Dresden over here? Oh, pearls. If we get those pearls, because Dresden could potentially kind of come in and steal them. So, yeah, we'll get those. That's food and money, and we get pearls, which is a nice sort of luxury resource type thingamajig. Splendid. Okay, over here, first thing we need to do, fishing key. Let's get that in just there. And there we go. Right, we can now sort of, start shipping goods around the place, which is nice. And 1,000 monies to convert you to a city. And I think, do we want to let it grow as a town first and then put city stuff in? Or do we do it afterwards? I'm not quite sure. Okay, right. Who needs a bit of happiness? Who needs to be a bit jolly? Do you know, Axum City needs to be jollier. They're a bit glum over there. And plus 6 culture in the capital. Let's pop the silk over there to get us more culture. Very good. Right, narrative choice. The flooded mind. It worked. We got given the big pile of money. Right, okay. So yes, it did count when we took over the settlement as us improving that coal resource. Because, yeah, it wasn't improved, and then all of a sudden it was, and our city did the work. So, okay, there we go. The bends. The flooded mine is successfully conquered by the caisson, enabling miners to work beneath the water table. However, their work seems to be making them sick in ways no one is able to explain. Yeah, they've got the bends. It's about bubbles in your blood, and it's really unpleasant. We should possibly get some sort of medical scientists on that, maybe, because that's very, very bad. Okay, there we go. We got given a big pile of gold, which is always nice. Do we need to... Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn this into a city right now. Let's get it done. So, boop, there we go. It becomes a city. And then immediately, can we look at purchasing a schoolhouse for +8? Oh yeah, let's put it right there. Put it right here into the centre for +8 science. So pop that in. Yes, thank you. So science at 255, and then we will buy you... Let's buy... Can we buy both of these? I don't think we can. We can buy a brickyard, and we can put that just here, and then can we buy... No, we can't bother. Okay, we'll get a saw pit. We'll put a saw pit in there as well. That can sort of work on building that properly. And that can just be a little teeny tiny boost to their production, which might be quite helpful. Okay. And now, I think, these resources here, yes, that is just a generic resource, and that one is a factory resource. Okay, so we can't do much else of those right now. And ivory, I think is ivory... Oh no, there it is. The ivory is going to... Does the ivory... Oh, it's down here already. Right, they've kept that for themselves, have they? Which is fair. That's fine. You can keep the ivory. You can make yourselves jolly with ivory stuff. Okay, right, marvellous. There we go. So another city. And I think maybe that's what we're going to have to do. Just try to get many cities and have many sciencey buildings in them. And of course, if we do get electricity, we can then have labs. And that's 2 more locations where we can have labs, which means we can get even more science from them, which is possibly a useful thing. Only 3 turns left as well until industrialization, which is very exciting. So yeah, okay, good. Things are sort of ticking over steadily, I would say. We're not doing anything particularly quickly, but we're doing things steadily. Hang on, where's our explorer? Where's the explorer person? Hang on. They were they over here? Or where? I've forgotten where they were. Explorer! Where are they? Okay, did I move them into a silly place? I thought they were coming over here somewhere. Weren't they coming over here? Okay, I don't know where they are. I might have done something silly with the Explorer. I'm not entirely sure. They've sort of vanished a little bit. Hang on, let me go and find where the Explorer might be. Because I thought we told them to go over here. Oh no, there they are. They're just there. Sorry, that didn't light up as much as I thought it was going to light up. Over here, look. There's Natural History 2 means that we can, hang on, we can excavate artifacts next to Natural Wonders. Okay, so there's a Natural Wonder here. Isn't there one around here somewhere? Isn't there something around here? Okay, so hang on. Do we tell you? So don't do that. Come down here, look. So go there, and you'll be next to Great Barrier Reef. And then maybe you can then start digging up something useful from the Great Barrier Reef. I don't know, coral possibly, fish or something, I don't know. But maybe that's what we do. So that is one natural wonder. And there's one over here, a big kind of glacier thing. There we go, that thing. So maybe once we've had a look around the Great Barrier Reef, we can stand here and get something from Gulfoss. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. We will see. We'll see if that plays out in a bit. Right, they finished building that thing. We will then buy you these two things. So you can have a stone cutter just there and a granary just there. Okay, so a little boost to food, more boost to production, and now you can start building your own stuff. Let's go for... it's going to take a while to do all this, but you know, let's work on a military academy, and then we'll just keep buying you things as the money comes in. So pop that in like that. There we go. Splendid. Right. Grow the city. Grow the capital. Right. Where's going to give us? Just here's quite good. That is money and science and culture. Yeah, we'll go for, although hang on. That's more science. That's more because there's already specialists working that. That's even more. That's +3. Okay, yeah, go into there, please. Absolutely. Give us more science. 168. Can we get, by the end of this video, over 200 science per turn? I mean, yeah, you've got Benjamin Franklin there, Benny F, laughing at us with our 200 science per turn, as he gets nearly 1,000 every turn. That's a bit silly, isn't it? But there we go. Right. And finally, industrialization is unlocked. And Friedrich has declared war on Augustus. Okay, right. Now, I was wondering how long it would take for a war to break out. Because, yeah, the modern age is quite fighty as people sort of try and get resources and land and everything else. So, yeah, they're having a bit of a row. I don't know who's strongest militarily. I'm not quite sure. But okay, they can carry on fighting. And of course, if Friedrich is fighting Augustus, that means that he's less likely to come and attack us. Because he's going to be fighting on this side over here rather than fighting over here, which is handy. Okay, here we go. So now we have the choice. Oh, combustions come down a turn, so we can do it in 18 turns. Or do we go for electricity and get labs? Because, yeah, we've got 5 cities. So we get 5 cities with a lab in each. That's going to be 5 times 6, which is 30. I worked that out in my head. 30 science, which might make these significantly quicker. But, of course, we have the 18 turn outlay to get that done in the first place. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for electricity. We're going to learn how to turn the lights on and off. Splendid stuff. Right, there we go. We've mastered natural history, which I think now means that we can go and stand next to natural wonders and do some digging. Okie dokie. Right, so over here, we have our explorer. Can we now do this? Yes, look. So that shows us the location of where the natural wonders are. Okay, hang on. Can we zoom out and have a look at any more? There's one here. So anywhere adjacent to this is fine. We've got the one over there. That's okay. Do we know where any others? Oh, there's one over here. There's one. Oh, the big volcano-y thing, of course. Yes, okay. So there's potential for 3. I don't think there are any on our main continent. Oh, no, hang on. There's something over here. What's that? I don't know what that is. There's something mountainy over there as well. That is... Horequago. Okay, a big exciting mountainy thing. Okay, so there's plenty for us to go and look at now. Okay, so our explorer can actually do some stuff, which is quite nice. So, yeah, okay, go and dig some stuff up from around the Great Barrier Reef. Now, I don't know if that kind of uses them up. I don't know if that's kind of them expended, and we have to train another one to go and do some more digging, or if they just carry on and run around doing lots of digging all the time. I'm not quite sure, but we'll find out in a sec. Okay, and then Mandala, 9 gems too. They're not particularly useful things, so let's go for political theory. It gives us a social policy slot, which is quite nice. There we go, we'll go for that. And then we need to do some building. Ooh, hang on, how much is it to buy a railway station? 260. Okay, so next turn we can buy one of those. Okay, grocer. Let's get a grocer in. We shall put them just there over the bazaar. And now we have a narrative choice. Signs of a serpent. Oh dear. While taking a walk along the capital's river, a girl finds the abandoned skin of a massive snake. The creature's whereabouts are unknown. Okay, that's a little bit alarming, isn't it? Why is there a gigantic big snake? Who's opened the Chamber of Secrets? Come on, own up, Ginny. Okay, so citizens should travel in groups for safety. 500 science. I mean, for us, that's huge. Or 1,000 happiness toward the next celebration. Okay, right, hang on. How far away are we? So 7 turns until the next celebration. So if we do that, it'll trigger the celebration, and the celebration means we get to choose whether we get to pick a social policy slot, which is good, but also we get to pick whether we'd like 20% science or culture. So of course we go for science. So hang on. Right. Social policies. We have got a sciencey social policy here, plus 2 science from specialists. I don't know how many specialists we've got, but I think it must be a few. How can we see what we've got? 39 citizens. How can we see whether we've got specialists and things? I don't know how we can tell, actually. I don't know how we can tell how many specialists we've got as opposed to not specialists. 39 citizens. Okay, I don't know how you find that out. I'm not entirely sure. So do we go for a flat 500 science? Or do we go for an increase of 20% of what our science currently is for 10 turns? Oh, that means I've got to work things out. Hang on a minute. So if let's say we're 170. So 10% of that would be 17. Maths with Penge. 20% of that then would be 17 times 2, which is 20, 27, 34. 34 times 10 for the 10 turns would be 340 science. But if we add more science, if we take on that new social policy, that one there, that would give us more science from specialists, which could then increase everything. But I don't know how many specialists we've got, and I can't work out how to see that sort of a thing. Do you know what? We're going to go for this. Let's go for that. The serpent has probably moved on. I think maybe we might come to live to regret this. Apart from the people that get eaten by it, they're not going to live to regret it. They're going to be dead and regret it. Okay, hopefully then, the gigantic big snake has left, and it's not going to eat any people. So, yeah, okay, we shall have 1,000 happiness to go toward that. There are signs of ancient immense ambition dating to the exploration age under these foundations. Something meant to stand the test of time, but went unfinished. Oh, we can get an artifact from over here. Oh, okay, yes, do that please. What are we building? Oh, the grocer. Okay, so yeah, whatever we knock down to build the grocer has got a shiny thing in it. Yeah, okay, we'll take an artifact, thank you very much. And it was... What did we just find? What did we get? Hang on, great works. It is a Chola mask. Okay, we've got a mask and we've popped it in the museum. Okay, that's exciting. Yay for the mask in the museum. That's quite good. So, yeah, let's see then. How long can we go in and go back out again? How many turns is it until our celebration? 2 turns. Okay, so in 2 turns, how much science can we get from applying that social policy and then also choosing the 20% science boost? How is that going to help? So did we make the right decision in taking the happiness, or did we make the wrong decision in not taking the great big pile of science? We shall find out momentarily. Okay, this place has grown. We will have a giant load of production. Hang on, production and also happiness. Yeah, take that. That's quite good. Although, science. 3 production and 1 science. Every point of science is crucial right now. Do you know what? We'll take that. We shall have a point of science by chopping down trees. And then over here... Oh, Mosun Carney. We'll go here, because that gives us all sorts of exciting stuff. So yeah, we'll go there, please. Splendid. Surplus influence. Okay, yes, we have got quite a lot of influence now. Do we want to do anything with these guys over here? Do we possibly... do we get these guys to join us? But then we don't get the boost from them. We don't get the kind of exciting benefits from them anymore, which is a bit of a shame, because of course we won't be their Suzerain because they will be part of our empire. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure. What else can we do with it? Maybe let's go to Ibn Battuta. Would you like to do some open market stuff? I'm sure you would. Boop. There we go. Okay, little bit more money coming in. That's very nice. Okay, hang on. Friedrich, can we do reconciliation with you to make you maybe not quite as grumpy with us? Why are you so angry, Friedrich? Come on, we could be best buddies. Okay, down to 562. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Splendid. Right, let's tick time on then. Get to our celebration. See what that does to our science if we pick the right combination of things. And also, what's happening with our explorer diggy person? Are they still digging? Benjamin Franklin has declared war on Catherine the Not So Great. Oh no! Benny F's and Catherine having a fight. Oh dearie me. Okay, right. War is breaking out then, it seems. Okay, so 20% science for 10 turns. 169 science right now goes up to, if we put that in, to give us more science from specialists, but more food maintenance. Not bothered about that at all. So if we do that, that is 169 science up to 238. Okay. And then if we take 10% of that is 23, and then times that, hang on a minute, I'm trying to work out whether we should have gone for the 500. 23 times 2 is 46, times 10, 460. Okay, so if we just get a few more little kind of sciencey buildings, or maybe some more specialists, I think possibly we made the right decision with that. Possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's numbers, and numbers are confusing things. But there we go. Our science is now on 238, which is considerably higher than I think maybe it's ever been. How is that faring against other people? Okay, it's looking good against Lafayette, but against everybody else, it's still potentially quite laughable. Particularly Benny F, who's got 1,000, which I think is just showing off, isn't it? That is just showing off. Okay, right over here then, in Axum. Axum can build a wonder. 19 turns. This settlement gains a population every time you enter a celebration. Ageless must be placed adjacent to the coast. And it's +4 happiness. And +4 money. Do you know what? Do we go for it? We're going to go for it. I want to build a thing. So it can either go here. Yeah, there or there. We get production from it down here, or money from it over here. I'd rather have production, because then that can just make other things build a bit quicker or whatever. So, you know, we'll put it down here, look. We shall put that there, and we shall cross our fingers and our toes and all of the things that we get to build a wonder. I don't imagine it's going to work, but we're just going to give it a go. Because why not? And I've just realised over here, in Krung Thep, in the capital, let's get our first rail station, because look at what these do. These things are fantabulous. So +3 production, +8 money, +3 science, +6 culture, and +2 influence. These are well worth having. So let's grab that, and where are we going to put it? We're going to put it here, because that is the most effective. That generates 3 science, and we will absolutely take that. And the minute we're getting 10% of that as well increase. So yeah, we'll buy that. So put that in, get rid of our ageless Hawilt, away with your history. Yep, absolutely. And there we go. It's in. It is in. It is done. And they look really good. If we come out of that, the railway stations, I mean, all the stuff looks good, but I like these. You've got a little kind of fancy kind of station, almost kind of Victorian era, I would say, sort of type thing. It looks like a Victorian sort of age type thing. Little fountain. You've got the trains alert waiting to go to places. A tiny sort of pagoda type thing and benches and things. It looks really good. I do like how they look. Okay, and then we get to reassign you. Okay, go here, look. Go here for +4 science. But because we've got our booster specialists working with science, we're going to get more from that. And we get money and culture as well. So 240 science up to 244. Okay, I thought maybe we'd get more than that. But whatever the case, there we go. 244. Fantabulous. Okay, and you out here, you might want to start thinking about getting a city park for a little bit of jollity going on. It can go over there. Look, that's fine. So you work on that. And then I want to click on the city, please, game. Come on, bring their little thing back. There we go. Can we buy you a brickyard? Just stick it out in the corner. There we go. And can we purchase you a saw pit? There we go. a tiny boost of production just to make your life a little bit easier. You're welcome. Okay, Trung Trak has joined fascism. So Trung Trak with her lovely hat is now a fascist. Oh dearie me. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how you can see what the kind of groupings of ideologies are. So we know Trung Trak is a fascist. What are the other ones? Was Benjamin Franklin democratic? I don't know. How do you work it out? Can we see in here? Ah, there you go. Ah, he was communism. Okay, so he's a communist. You haven't got one yet. You haven't got one. You haven't got one. Ah, okay, Augustus is democratic. Okay, so we've got democracy, we've got communism, and we've got fascism. Okay, so we've got one of each. There's now one of each. Okay, so the next person to join an ideology is going to make somebody else like them quite a bit. Because they're going to go, hooray, we like you, you're thinking the same as us. And it's going to really irritate the other two people because they're not sharing the same ideology. This is a little bit alarming in the sea here. I've only just noticed this. There's a fleet commander with some good bunting on that boat. I like that, some good bunting. And then we have ourselves a battleship and a dreadnought. Now, these things to us are these are incomprehensible. This thing here this might as well be from space. We've got no idea what this is. We can't comprehend a battleship. Look at that's our boat. We have a nice wooden ship with sails powered by the wind, as it should be. Not this kind of big, mysterious metal floating monstrosity. Dearie me. Oh, and of course somebody's built the Doggo Onsen before us. Okie dokie, yeah, we can't have a nice wonder. It wasn't meant to be. Never mind. At least we've got some production to put toward maybe the ironworks. And then we'll buy you a railway station in due course, Axum. So, do you know what? Yeah, build yourself an ironworks, 8 turns, and that works best. Oh, doesn't really matter. We'll put it over there, look. We'll pop it over there. That's absolutely fine. There we go. And... they're done. Hang on, is the narrative choice you, the explorer? Yes, it is. At the majestic Great Barrier Reef, archaeologists, paleontologists, geologists and botanists study the local environs. Soon, museum curators will shape their findings into a display to capture the imagination of the public. Okay, that's very exciting. There's a big tank thing there. There is a land ship. Hang on, but that's the sea. Hang on, no, that's not how that works. Okay, so we've picked up whatever it was. Hang on, let's go and have a quick look at that. No, that's the wrong button, Penji buffoon. We found, just a Great Barrier Reef exhibit. So it's just kind of a generic kind of load of things they found. So corals and other stuff. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll leave that there for now. And then you can go and do something else. Okay, so head over here then. You can head just here. 6 turns to get to there and do some more digging around. I can't see the boat anymore. The tank. There was a tank just here, which I don't think should happen because you can't put a tank into the sea. It'll sink. I mean, I know we're not very good at science, but I think we've kind of worked that out. But there we go. That was a little bit weird. Maybe it hadn't changed into its kind of boat form when you embark units. I'm not really sure. Whatever case. Oh, there's fighting. Hang on, who's Trung Trak fighting? Trung Trak, who are you at war with? He must be fighting somebody. Hang on, is it in here? You're at war with... Oh, you're at war with Ibn Battuta and Augustus and Benjamin Franklin. Okay. Is there a big world war happening? Who are you at war with? Ibn Battuta. You're at war with Catherine, Trung Trak and Lafayette? Okay. You're at war with Ibn Battuta, Augustus and Benjamin Franklin, Catherine. Friedrich is at war with Augustus. Benny F is at war with, Catherine, Trung Trak and Lafayette. Okay, right. There is a great big kind of world war happening. And we're just merrily going, oh, look, you've got shiny boats. Joe, I like that. I prefer that. If we can stay out of a big fight, that's a good thing. We don't want to get involved in a war because we will get killed to death. Okay, do you know what then? Ironworks can go in for you, so you can build things a bit quicker. We'll put it here over the kiln. Why not? Get rid of the kiln. And I think here this is getting a bit annoying where the things are not appearing game. I want to click on the cities. There we go. In Axum, let's purchase you your rail station. Okay, so no science from this one, but we can get happiness, which is quite good for Axum because they're running low on happiness. Okay, so we can put it down here. and build it over the guild hall, or we could put it here and it would squish the Hawilt. Okay, the Hawilts are probably more useful. The guild hall's probably served its purpose, so we shall put it just there. So buy it in. There we go. Look, we've got another railway station. People can now get the train between Axum and Krungthep. Yay, marvellous. Okay, we've got a little kind of rail network going on. Now all we need is factories to move the goods around along the rail network, and it shall all be lovely. But no, we're not quite there yet. And 40% of the way through the age. And we still haven't worked out combustion. 41% now. Well, of course. Okay, right, let's move time on a bit, save some money. So eventually when we do get electricity unlocked, we can buy lots of labs and then hopefully improve our science a bit more. And then, yeah, just try and move ever so slowly toward getting factories. Okay, the explorers finally arrived over here next to the big kind of Gilfos glacier thing. So you have a dig around there and see what you can find, please. I'm sure it's going to be very, very exciting. And then maybe after that, you could have a wander about over here because, yeah, we don't know what's here. There might be all sorts of exciting things hidden in this kind of wilderness. There could be in the middle, I don't know, like 5 or 6 city-states. Or just waiting for us to go and say hi to them and become their Suzerain and get loads of exciting bonuses. Or it could be filled with natural wonders. Or it could just be a massive lake. We have no idea. We don't know what's there. So I think possibly we should go and have a little look around just to make sure that we are sort of, as fully informed as we can be about what's going on in this part of the world over here. So yes, I think it took them, 3 or 4 turns to do some digging last time. So we'll let them do that again. And then, yes, when they're done their digging, they can have a bit of an explore, which is kind of their job given they are an explorer, so that's all fine. Right, there we go. Finally, we've unlocked the secrets of electricity. All we need now is for somebody to invent the light bulb, and we can turn the lights on and off with a switch, and it shall be glorious. But, okay, right, that's a good thing. And now we know where we need to go. We have to go here to combustion. I don't think that mastery is going to do much. +1 gold on gold buildings. +1 science on science buildings. I mean, combustion is now down to 14 turns, so we've knocked 4 turns off, and we can knock a little bit more off with the labs that we can build, but do we then try and get +1 science on science buildings? Is that also going to help? That is 10 turns, though. Do you know what? We'll do combustion first. We'll do that, and then maybe, before we get mass production, we could master electricity and get more science on science buildings. Let's have a quick look, actually. Okay, go to here. Go to the capital. Go to here. Have a look at what we've got. So here we've got 1. I imagine the palace counts as a science building because it generates science. So we've got 1, 2. We've got 2 over here then, have we? 2, 3. Okay, so 3 science buildings. So we get +3 science from the capital. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's worth doing. It's not worth doing right now, I don't think. Okay, that's all good. Right, Koheito. Hi there, Koheito. We're going to buy you. Oh, but now I've got labs. I was going to buy you a rail station, but now I think maybe we should buy you the first lab. Let's buy you a lovely laboratory for +7 science. Okay, we'll put it... The best place for it is over that mine. Do you know what? It's fine. You've done a good job, mine. You've serviced as well, but let's put lovely, lovely sciencey stuff here instead. So 216. Did I purchase that? Yes. Okay, right. So that's going to change, hopefully, 224. Okay, it's come down a bit, I think, because we haven't got a celebration on the go anymore, which is a little bit of a shame. And then we can grow the city. Let's put that back into here, look. 4.5 science. Yeah, we'll take that, please. Splendid. Okay, right. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's gone straight back into the lab. So the lab appeared, and then we put a specialist in it, which is quite good. Okay, so science, again, creeping up, not looking brilliant, but we're not last. So, yeah, I'm taking that as a win. Culture, we are... I know we're not last either on culture. Oh, yes, look at us playing on Deity difficulty, not being last with everything. Hooray! Okay, over here... What do we do with you guys? I think maybe let's go for a massive pile of production, look. 5 production, 1 food. Build a mine over there, get stuff done a bit quicker. Yeah, you're working on a park, that's fine. And over here in Axum, we can't... we can't buy you the lab. but we could build a stock exchange to get more money to then buy more labs in the future. That's what we're going to do. We can't build wonders. Nope. Okay, stock exchange. Right, okay, here we go. Political theory is now unlocked. So we've got ourselves a new kind of policy thing, free speech, that's quite good, might go for that one. We get another social policy slot, which that might go straight into. We also unlock the ideology trees, which we're going to take a look at, and it means we can, but of course we can't, build that wonder because somebody else has got there first. Okay, right, that's fine. So we shall... Oh, we've picked up a thingamajig, we've picked up a leader attribute. Okay, that's always very welcome. Right, over here, what do you guys want to work on? You could work on an ironworks to increase the speed that you can build. Where can we put that? Let's put it there. We'll pop it just there, look. So that can go in over there. That's fine. And then, yes, okay. Cultural attribute. The people look at one another and ask, who are we? Their cultural heritage deepens. Okay, so we get an attribute point, a cultural one. So either 10% toward constructing wonders. I don't think we'll go for that because there's no point. 25% culture towards studying civic masteries. Okay, we shall go for that, thank you very much, because going for wonder production is just a massive waste of time. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And then, if we look at the civics, you'll see across the top here, we've now got these 3 new trees. We've got the democracy tree, the fascism tree, and the communism tree. And when we unlock the first thing in one of these, the other 2 then become unavailable, of course, because you can't be a democratic, fascist, communist, because that's just not how that works. So they then become unavailable. If you ever say democracy, these 2 would just not be there anymore, and we carry on working on these 2 new things here. And then, yeah, anybody that's picked democracy as their ideology, they're going to really like us. They're going to go, hooray, we're buddies, we think the same. And the others, so any people that followed fascism or communism, they're going to look at us and really not like us at all, because they're going to go, boo, we don't think the same, we think you're wrong. So I think maybe right now, to avoid any kind of conflict, we don't pick any of those. Let's maybe go for one of these instead. What about nationalism? Let's go for that. Settlement. Hang on, what does that lead to? That is nothing particularly useful. Ooh, hegemony. Explorers can research artifacts buried since the Antiquity Age. Yeah, we could do that. Yes. Let's try and get down to there, shall we? So we need to get both these done anyway. So let's go for nationalism, and then globalism, and then hegemony. Let's try and get that done, shall we? I mean, it's probably not going to work, but here we go. And then we shall have plus 100% food and happiness toward maintaining specialists. So the minute our specialists, when we have them in the cities, are consuming food and they're using up happiness, which of course is bringing the overall happiness of cities and such like down. So if we look over here, say at Krung Thep, they have a happiness of 2, which is quite poor, to be honest. So if we then deploy this, we should be spending less happiness on the specialists, which means there's more happiness overall for the settlement. So yeah, we'll go for that. So yeah, happiness currently 195. Confirm that. Up to 212. They've gone from 2 to 10. Okay, that is quite good. That is quite jazzy. Okay, what do we need to buy? A lab? 260. Okay, so next turn, we can buy a lab over there in Krung Thep as well. Lovely. Okay, Ibn Battuta has joined communism. Okay, so another person going down the communist route. Okie dokie. And we've got a narrative choice. Okay, oh, it's the explorer. At the Majestic Gulfast, they do a load of stuff and create a lovely exhibit type thing. Okie dokie. So we get another exhibit. This time from Gulfos. Okay, let's move that over to Axum's museum. Let's kind of mix things up, because Axum's museum was a little bit lacking in, anything. So people turned up at the museum and just walked into an empty room. At least they can now look at kind of, glacier stuff. And then you can have a wander about. Can you go here? You can go here. Yeah, do you know what? Have a little wander about. What's going on in this part? Or there is Chiquito. Okay, lovely. It's got a museum in it, and defensive fortifications, and medieval walls, and a city hall. Hello, Benny F. Oh, Benjamin Franklin. He's here with the city. He's over here with the city. He's down here with cities. He's at the bottom with cities. I suspect maybe he's possibly going to win. But do you know what? We'll keep trying. But yeah, he certainly does have a bit of an advantage there. And we in Krung Thep will build a stock exchange. 50, yeah, in here, look. Build it over the altar. Yes, absolutely. So do that for 15 money per turn. And then, can we please purchase a lab for... Oh, hang on. +6 and +2. But hang on, if we put it there, that says 8. But that does blat our wilt out of existence. And they're quite nice. We like them. They give us all sorts of nice things. Now, do you know what? We'll put it down here, look. We'll put it on top of the inn. Away with you, inn. Labs are coming. There we go. So we'll pop that in. So now that means science up to 240. And of course, if we get another celebration, which is 18 turns away right now, but yeah, that'll boost up quite nicely. So I think, yeah, science, yeah, we're working as hard as we can on it. It's not great, but yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are trying our hardest. And then, yeah, you can just have a wander. Literally walk straight... If I know. Cover this bit off over here. I want to see what's around here. Oh, okay. Trung Track is over. Okay, go there to uncover that tile. Right. Okay. And it looks like there's quite a bit of fighting going on. There are random bits of wall. Just going to dot it around. Sure, the point of wall is that it's kind of, contiguous. It sort of, carries on. Because this wall here, no good at defending. There's a tank just going straight through the middle of it. I don't think you understood how walls are supposed to work over there, but okie doke. And we will get to you, Kohato. Let's get you a stock exchange for more money, please. Yeah, down here. It can go over the bazaar, away with the bazaar, in with the stock exchange. Oh, here we go. This is quite interesting. So the tale earlier on that we saw of the people getting the bends as they went under the water to go and search for gold or whatever it was they were doing. That's now carrying on. Look, we've got a thing called decompression. Doctors investigate the illness plaguing the caisson workers and find it's caused by decompression. Further research is needed to combat and treat the syndrome, but businesses are impatient for more caisson projects. Okay, so we could fund further medical study for 1,000 science. Oh my goodness me, or we could get 1,000 culture. I think if we take 1,000 science, that will finish off whatever it is we're doing now. Combustion. That will finish that, although it might waste possibly 500 science points. Because, yeah, if it's going to take 2 turns for us to finish it, that means it's about 500. I don't know if the extra points of science get carried on to the next thing. But again, it's 2 turns quicker. So, do you know what? We will go for that, please. Let's go for that. So, boop, we'll take that. Combustion is now done. So we can build exciting things. We've got cruisers and dreadnoughts and land ships. We can build a sort of a teeny tiny pretend tank sort of a thing. And then we will go, 11 turns for mass production or 7 for mastery of electricity. +1 science on science buildings. That might then speed up mass production. Or, I don't know what to do. Do we go... Do you know what? Let's just go straight in. Go for mass production. 11 turns. Let's just go and get that done. Come on, 11 turns until we can build a factory. I think everything else is sort of holding on okay. I think there is still fighting happening. There's been a few kind of peace deals going on, which is quite nice. But I think, yeah, fighting is still going on. Oh, yeah, there you go, look. I think the 500 science did apply because already we're sort of a quarter of the way through. So I think, yes, it did kind of invest in mass production, which is quite nice. Okay, so it wasn't wasted. Lovely. And yeah, the Explorer is having a jolly old time as wandering around over here, just sort of having a bit of a stroll into this part of the world. Oh, we've found Uluru. Lovely. The tourist should get another lens. See straight inside. Wouldn't see Big Rock then. He would see that Kunia living right outside there as from the beginning. Well, yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. But there it is. We found a natural wonder, which means we can do a little bit of digging next to it, which is quite good. Yay! Can we buy a thing? Oh, we can't buy a lab over here. That is a nuisance, isn't it? Over here, then, you guys can build yourself a railway station. Apologies you're not getting it bought for you, but we'll buy you a lab thing. Put it... They're all the same, I think, aren't they? Yeah, put it there. Look, that'll do. That's fine. And then, yeah, next turn, we'll come back and buy you a lab. Yeah, we've been buying labs as time's been ticking by, sort of keeping things going and such like. But yeah, we'll buy you a lab, because we should have enough money to do so. So there we go. Go into here, purchase you a lab, and where do we get the most out of it? 8. Over here, on top of that mine, unfortunately. But there we go. Progresses of things. There we go. Pop that in. Lovely. Okay, so now science looking pretty good. And we get to grow the city. They've got plenty of happiness. So put it up here, look. Put it there for another +5 science. 261 up to 267 because of our boost that we get to our specialists. Okay, that was pretty good. And then, yeah, where are we? We're just here. So if we head down to, say, here, we go through here. Oh, hang on. Who are you guys? There's a city-state. Oyo Le Village. Okay, right, go and find them. Hello? You're just sort of in the middle. Okay, I said earlier there might be a load of city-states around here. Just, all having a lovely time in the middle. There's one right there. And it's a sciencey one. And look at we've got gigantic piles of. Okay, hello there, Oyo Eel. Good hat. I like the hat of the Oyo people. We're going to do It's a Fab at you and immediately become your suzerain. None of this befriending nonsense. We're just going to go straight in with a big pile of influence and go, boom. It is done. We are now your buddies. And you know what? We'll promote growth as well, because you might grow into a special area where there's a resource or something, and then we can have it as well. Okay, right, diplomatic action. Benny Franks. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes. 18 science. Thank you, Benny F. We're nearly at 300 science. That'd be amazing. And we get to pick another boost. Okay. This is quite good. So we could go for the Institute. So +5 science, +2 science on adjacent wet or vegetated terrain. Or we could go for the Artisans League. Science buildings get +1 science for every city-state you are suzerain of. So hang on. So 1 there, and 2 and 3. So we'd get a bonus of 3 for every single science building that we've got. That, yes? Can we have that, please? That's going to be huge, isn't it? Because if each city's got, say, 3 science buildings in, that's going to be 9 science per city. And we've got, say, 5 cities. That could be huge. 287 science. We'll go for Artisans League. 287 up to... Oh, okay. Steam engine. Oh, because we became the suzerain of somebody, we get a free tech. That's one of the other things we picked. So we've now got this. So +1 production on camps, +1 food on farms and plantations. Oh, that was quite good. And the science has not increased there, but I think we have to go into a thing. So 287... 349. Oh, yes. Okay, well, it's not updated there, but okay. We are now no longer the lastest of the sciences. We're still third last, I think, even with 349, but we're now not battling it out for last place. We are doing okay. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. And 7 turns until factories. Okay, we'll keep the money, because I don't know how much a factory is. I'm guessing it's just over 2,000. That appears to be the sort of going rate for those sort of levels of buildings. So, yeah, we'll stick with that. Okay, stuff is happening. Lafayette has joined Democracy. Okay, another one for Team Democracy. And, okay, so do we... Oh, hang on, they've revealed their sort of world to us a bit. Oh, okay, right. That bit of the map is now uncovered. Lovely. You guys, can you go here then? And then, oh, you can't do it now, but okay, next turn, do some more digging. Get us some more exciting stuff. The capital, you can build this thing to do with lakes, but we've only got 1 lake tile. So it's going to be really pointless. It's not worth the effort, I don't think. +2 food on all lake tiles. That's +2 food. +2 culture and happiness on lake tiles in this settlement. Again, it's just +2. So it's not really worth doing. We could do an Uparat. An Uparat is being trained up down here as well. They're a kind of special person. That might be quite good. And then down here, let's go for... What do we do with you, Koheito? What's your happiness? 10.5. Yeah, okay, so you can cope with another specialist. Let's go for a little... Ooh, over here, because that's money as well as science and everything else. And yeah, look, now, instead of it being 2 food and 2 happiness for a specialist, it's 1.3 food and 1 happiness. Very good. Okay, so yeah, pop you into there. Science up to 3, 4, 6. That's like a world ahead from where we were at the start of even this video. That's just colossal. That's wonderful. Right, we've got another great person trained up. Hello there, you're called Fibon maybe. Hi. And what do you do? If we activate you on a district, you give +4 production to that city for every city-state that we are the Suzerain of. So it'd be +12 production. Okay, that's actually quite good. That's quite good. They've got 66. That can't work there, I don't think, because it's got to be a city. So the capital's only got 68. So do we possibly bolster the capital's ability to produce things and just make them incredibly, incredibly efficient? Because, you know, they're the capital. Or the capital are a bit sad. -4 happiness. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. Can we do some rejigging of resources, please? Oh, Axum are also not very happy. Okay. Koheto, you might have to possibly drop... hang on. Why can't we take stuff out? Why can't we take that out? That is... Oh, hang on. Does that come from... That doesn't come from down here. Why can't I take that out? I want to remove that and put it into here. I want to swap that round. But I can't seem to take any resources in or out of anything. Okay. This is unexpected. Why can't I do anything with resources? Okay, the game's gone a bit wibbly there, not quite sure why, but okay. Let's deal with you first then. So yeah, head up here to... Yeah, that's a district. That's fine. So you head up there and get that done. That'll mean that Krung Thep gets a massive big production boost. There's 2 big, gigantic, scary boats. Just, you know, pootling about over here in this lake. A little bit excessive, don't you think, folks? And we've unlocked nationalism. Hooray! So we can choose the demagogy policy thing, and we can have another settlement. Not really going to bother us, I don't think. And then we want to go for globalism. Do we go for mastery of this? Not really. Taj Mahal, but somebody will get that before us anyway. There's no point doing any wonders. We're used to the disappointment of that now. We're not even going to go for it. As the modern age launches the people into the future, ancient legends begin to resurface, mythic tales of the Empire's origins. Many look to these works to remind themselves of their roots, drawing lessons that are not always accurate, but meaningful nonetheless. Okay, we can take 500 culture for saying these stories define us, or the truth behind these texts must be understood, 500 science. If we take that, I think, boom, we've done it. We've got mass production. We can have another settlement, which is nice. We can have a cannery for food. We can have lovely tins of food. More importantly, we can now have factories. Finally, at long last. Okay, right, this is huge. Pick a technology. We shall master electricity. Let's go for that for +1 science on science buildings. Try and get that up a little bit more. But more importantly, we can now build our first factory over here in Krung Thep. How much is a factory? Just over 2,000, as we thought it might be. So 2,084 +8 production. Okay, so that's quite good anyways. Here we go. We'll grab this. We shall buy this. +8 production is on our wilt. Or we could get 6 from putting it there, or down here over the library. But the library does count as a science building. Do you know what? We'll put it here. We'll put the factory just there, please. So it'll blat out the sort of, whatever it was, the woodcutter camp thing. Okay, right. The factory is now in. And I think, grow the city. We can reassign that pop somewhere else. We shall go for... Let's go for... just here, +6. Just go here again. Why not? Another +6 science, up to 367. But now, if we go into our resource window thingamajig, we can see that Krung Thep has a little kind of factory symbol at the end. So now we need to pick what we would like Krung Thep's factory to work on. And they can only work on one thing. And that means that that resource they work on in the factory, we can then put over here. So what gives happiness? Because Krung Thep is very, very unhappy. Chocolate. Okay, right, cocoa. The tea is good for science, but this place needs happiness quite urgently. Oh, we can take these out now, can we? Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, hang on a minute. No, don't do that one. I want to get the spices, put them into here, pop them into there to sort of try and sort out their really quite rubbish happiness. Oh, dearie me. And maybe... Oh, we can't take the spices out of there either. Oh, dear. What are we going to do about this? Okay, what we might need to do is we'll take the wine out of there and put it into Kohato City. And then we'll take the cocoa, put that into the factory. So then we've got 1 unit of cocoa here that's a factory good for plus 3% happiness. And then we can now put more cocoa into here. We can now assign the other factory resource that's been processed in a factory and kind of, wrapped up in a lovely thing. And there's golden tickets and the chocolate and everything now. We can put that into there. And now we've got 2 lots of cocoa in here coming out of that factory. That means that we can't do anything else. So we can't have, Krung Thep now making use of the Cowling clay stuff or the tea or the fish or whatever. It can only use cocoa. But if we get more cocoa from somewhere, we can then assign it to here and increase happiness even further. So what is their happiness now? -5. Okay, maybe that is... Hang on. Is... where resources. Maybe it's like global happiness rather than city happiness, possibly? I'm not quite sure, but okay, they're on -5 happiness. That is not particularly good, because they're going to start getting grumpy and burning things down. Okay, right, that's a little bit worrying. However, we've got a factory. We've got our very first factory, and also we are on 376 science, so that's not with a sort of boost thing that comes from a celebration. That's just normal. If we get a boost, that's going to go up by a lot. It'll be over 400 science every turn. So we've taken a long time to get it sorted. We've taken a while to boost our science to acceptable levels. I mean, yeah, it pales in comparison to some of the others. Ibn Battuta on 924. Oh, and yeah, Benny Frank's on 1,486 science per turn, which is just ridiculous. But he does have 17 settlements. So, yeah, that's a little bit daft. That is a bit bonkers. But, yeah, we've worked hard to get to where we are, and I'm quite happy with this. And, yeah, electricity too will boost it a little bit more. However, we've got a factory in, but we are 68% of the way through the age. So now, hang on, if we track this, we should then see us acquiring some points. Hang on, if we go there, so at the minute we've got no points. So what happens is, it tells you sort of here, look, so we have to gain 500 Railroad Tycoon points. The points are earned each turn for each factory resource slotted into a settlement with the factory and connected to your rail or port network. So this factory here, hang on, go to there. So the factory here, we've got 2 factory resources in Krung Thep. So every turn we're going to earn 2 points. That's all we're going to do at the minute, just 2, but it'll get us off the mark. So yeah, we won't be on nothing, we'll be on 2 out of the 500 we need to get over here, which is possibly not going to happen, but again, we shall give it a jolly good go. So I'm just going to go to the next turn, because I want to see us get off the mark with that. I just want to see us get up to 2. Just 2 points. That's all we can do. And then, yeah, as we buy more factories and slot more goodies into those factories, we, of course, get more and more points every turn. So now, if we look here, there we go, look. We're on 2. Hooray! That's kind of it. That's all we're going to get, I think. We're just going to get 2 every turn. But it's better than nothing. Benny Frank's 411. Oh, okay, Trung Track's on 303. They're a little bit ahead of us. Augustus has got 5 out of 20. Oh, Benny Franklin is, of course, doing sort of space race stuff. And Augustus slowed down on digging things up out of people's gardens, because I imagine he'd dug up pretty much everything there was to dig up. So he's not quite reached the end there. But yes, the end game is sort of in sight. Whether we're going to be involved in the final stages of it, I'm not entirely sure. But whatever the case, we wanted to get a factory in. We've got a factory in. Now the job is going to be get more factories, get them all set up, buy them in if we have to, get more goods working through the factories, get the railroad set up, and then just, try and stay alive, I think. Try and stay out of wars, and just see how we do. Can we somehow bumble a win at the end of it? Are the other Civs going to get there first? I do not know, but we shall find out when we come back. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Civilization 7. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. We're going to go around the place with a little chest of tea, possibly, so whilst we're doing our gangstery business, we can offer people some lovely cups of tea or whatever. Penge Cupboard can buy all the teapots that have ever been made, I imagine, with that money. Yes, you're doing a fine job. Wonderful hat. You've come to the wrong place to try and annoy us. We might have to possibly introduce you to some shooty things.